welcome to another episode of Save a Wig, Save a Coin, where we're too broke to buy new wigs, so we save the ones we have. In this episode, we are starring the original unit made by myself with poor quality hair and poor skill. So as you can see, it's not a great wig. I know, don't come for me, it's not a great wig, but what I'm going to try to do is hide this balding spot here and make it easier for me to wear without having to glue it down on a lazy day. And the inspiration for this video is K-drama. Because I'm watching a K-drama right now and I'm loving the bangs, so we're going to try to do wispy bangs in front here just to make my life easier and this wig nicer. Ideally, at the end of this video, my wig will resemble a K-drama-esque hairstyle. That's what I'm going for. So before we start, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share it with your friends and family, and click that bell button so you are up to date with new videos that I post about wigs, K-drama, K-pop, K-beauty, and everything else.
As you can see, I'm not amused by this wig right now. So how I start off is I look for the exact center of my head and center of the lace frontal, or a closure in this case. And then I part a small triangle shaped parting of hair at the front. The further back you go, the thicker your bangs are going to be, just so you know. So part as a triangle and make sure the triangle is in the center of your head because you don't want a skewed bang. So really take your time to get those partings good, because once you mess it up and a wig doesn't grow back. I kind of poof up the piece of hair that I parted to kind of see what it's going to look like once I cut it. And make sure to have the rest of your hair out of the way. You can use an iron or a curling wand to kind of flatten those parts so hair doesn't accidentally get into your way when you're cutting. So I cut this wig longer than I thought I needed to cut it, and in the end it turned out to be the exact length that I needed. So always cut it way longer than you think you need to cut it, otherwise it will be way too short. And once I was satisfied, I went back to try to get all the hairs to be even length, which is harder than you think. And at this point I decided to make some side bangs, and this is where I messed up, y'all. I messed up. Luckily I was still able to fix it, but I was so scared. So this is the deal. I wanted it to be diagonally cut, but shorter on the inside and longer on the outside. But I was cutting with my left hand and I'm right-handed, and it ended up being kind of a choppy mess. So it was way shorter than I wanted it. It wasn't diagonal, it wasn't even. In the end I took the wig off and then I fixed it kind of, but as you can see here, it's not completely even and it was hell. So be careful when you're cutting, especially with your non-dominant hand. That is something I learned. So then I flat ironed it into its shape, and I saw that one of the sides was still a bit too long, so I went back in to try to get it even. And it's quite hard to do when you're cutting in a mirror or in front of a camera. So take your time with this, and if it's a wig, take it off your head and try to do this so you don't mess it up. Honestly, this whole thing would have been a lot easier if I had just taken the wig off my head, but hindsight is 2020, so yeah, it's done. And it turned out quite well for the way I was doing it. And yeah, I wasn't satisfied with the entire do yet, so I went and put some curls in it because I needed some life in my wig. Honestly, my hair curling skills suck and I ended up burning my hand too, so be careful if you're going to do this. Luckily, I didn't really need perfect curls. I just wanted some life in it and for it to have a bit of bounce. So I just went through it quickly to try to get that bounce in there. And if you see me make weird faces, it's because my arms were dying, literally, from working above my head. Honestly, y'all, next time I'm probably just going to do this on the wig head because it saves me so much pain and it also makes for a more accurate outcome, I guess.
So I like it. It's very different. I have to get used to the whole bang situation hair, but at least now I can wear this wig every morning without having to be it down and having to be afraid that people will see my lace. So yeah, it's a way to save a wig and save some coins. So in that case, that's a success. If you like this video, click like. If you don't like it, click dislike and share it with your friends and family. And I will see you in my next one, guys. I'm going back to my K-dramas now because I have a lot to catch up on.